Hey, what's going on, y'all? You already know I'm happy. Let me start this off. It's your boy 49er Tone, back with a video. San Francisco 49ers just beat the Green Bay Packers on Sunday night, 37-8, man. And look, sorry for the late video. It's late at night. I just got home. Had to come out to the car to make this because I don't want to wake anybody in the house. But man, the 49ers, and I 49ers, the biggest game in Levi's history, made a statement. Made a statement. That defense, man. That defense. And Jimmy G completed what, 70% of his passes? Come on, man. Hitting dimes. George Kittle. So, okay, so before I get to all that, like I said in the last video that I made, it's the most important game in Levi's. The 49ers have to make a statement at Levi's. They have to get that win in a big game at Levi's. That's the most important thing. That you have to shake this bad vibe, this bad mojo about Levi's. You have to shake it off and perform, especially on Sunday Night Football. You know what I mean? Like this prime time, America, everybody's watching. You know, you have to make a statement. 9-1 versus 8-2. Packers, the rivalry, Rodgers, all the storylines. And by the way, I'm so sick and tired of every single time we play the Packers, whether it was Nolan, Singletary, Harbaugh, uh any of our coaches, from the good times and bad times, they always fucking show that 2005 draft. I'm so sick and tired of it. Alex Smith versus Aaron Rodgers debate, and I don't even want to go through all that. Like, who cares, man? I'm so sick and tired of it. They always revisit that shit every time we play the Packers. But anyway, but you have to make this is a statement game. You have to shake off those vibes. And we almost did it against the Seahawks 2 weeks ago, and we still got some you know we got a game with them in Seattle coming up. But 49ers, not only did they win the big game at Levi's on prime time, they destroyed the Packers, man. And they did it, man. It was just so awesome to see, man. That was just an amazing game. I'm so happy right now, man. 10-1 on top of the NFC. Look, man, our defense, man. Keller Witherspoon, Mosley, that secondary, man. I know Sherman has some penalties, but man, he brings that leadership. These young guys are performing, and Fred Warner's all over the field. I mean, the D line, Armstead, Bosa. I mean, just everybody, man. Just everybody, man. That defense is just phenomenal. And you know what? I'm gonna make another video. But it might not be this week, but I want to make another video soon. Maybe sometime soon. I'm not sure yet, with my time constraints right now. But yeah, I just want to do a comparison, with that 2011 team, that had a hell of a defense. And then, maybe I can go back to the Super Bowl years, but the defense that was just phenomenal in my eyes was the 2011 team. And this defense, man, it reminds me of, but they might even be better. I mean, the way they're born. I'm not trying to live in the moment, because that 2011 team was just ferocious, and I was so confident back then. I was so confident when we deferred. I was like, yeah, put our defense on the field. I love when Harbaugh used to defer, but put the defense on the field. Go ahead. That's how I feel with this team, man. That is exactly how I feel. Put that defense on first. And what's funny is that some of these games, it takes a series, maybe two, for the defense to get in the groove, and then they dominate. But I'm still like, put that defense first, man. Put that defense first. But just the props to the whole defense, and then the offense. Offensively, Jimmy G 70% of his passes, man. I mean, the guy, you can't say enough about this guy. He came up big tonight on prime time, and people are still gonna hate on him, and people are still going to move the goalposts like, hey, well, he did that, but he can't do that, or maybe the Packers weren't that good, and blah blah blah. It's always something, man, always something. And I don't get into the whole debates like, oh, you're a Jimmy G lover, you're a Jimmy G hater. I don't care about that. I keep it real. It is what it is. Just like when we had Alex Smith, everybody was hating on Alex. I was keeping it real on Alex. Rooted for the guy. He was our quarterback, but if he fucked up, he fucked up. If he did good, I gave him credit. And same thing with Cap. Same thing. I mean, I don't get into those type of debates. So, hey, when Jimmy fucks up, I'm gonna call him out on it. But man, he's been balling. He's been playing great. Give him credit, man. Credit where credit's due. Um, you know, but the offense, man, because we couldn't get any protection for Jimmy early on, so the offense was just sputtering, man. And you know what? You know what? You know what? Um, Having George Kittle in that lineup changes the offense completely. You cannot tell me he's not the best tight end in football. In football. That's it. George Kittle, he pass blocks. I mean, he mauls people. He gets open. And they were talking about, oh, well, the broadcast, Chris Collins was talking about the way he runs his routes is not good. I don't hear all that shit. He got wide open on that bootleg. And oh, man, that shit. Wide open. Totally fooled the Packers defense, man. George Kittle is a big. We had Sanders in there, and I believe Sanders only had like one target this game. So, I mean, we didn't even utilize the full offense. So, come on, man. George Kittle changes shit. You know what I mean? And Sanders, I want him to have some more targets. Deebo Samuel, come on, Deebo, man. When he caught that ball on that crossing route, man, he was just gone. And I forget who said it, but I forget, I was watching someone's video and they were saying, oh man, he looks like a young like a Anquan Bolden. How, man, that is a great comparison. I love Anquan Bolden. Hated him when he was in Arizona. Hated him in Baltimore. But when he came to us, man, in his short time with the 49ers, I loved his attitude. I loved the way he balled, and he balled out for us. Deebo reminds me of that. He's got to get more consistent with the hands, but for the most part, I mean, he's got the speed, his physicality. I mean, I love the guy, man. When we started protecting Jimmy a little bit more, man, the offense started rolling. I mean, this was just a remarkable win, man. I am so happy. So, man, I'm about to get in the house and go rest up, man, and get the start of the week, man. But 10-1. So we got the Packers, Ravens next week, right? And then we got the Saints. And by the way, these 10 o'clock games, how are you gonna have, and we'll see what I believe the Ravens play tomorrow. But how are you gonna have these games, these games on at 10 o'clock? You know what I mean? Come on, NFL, y'all got to do better. You don't have to put it on prime time all the time. You don't have to do that, but you can at least change it to 1 o'clock, 1:25 for us Californians. Like, for real, come on, 10 o'clock. These big games, I don't know if they're gonna I don't know if they're going to flex the Niners Saint game, because I know it's supposed to be like a 2-week announcement before, so we're 2 weeks away. I think tomorrow. So whatever it is, man. I mean, they should flex that one. I mean, at least get us 1:25, man. 10 o'clock in the morning for these big games. It is what it is, man. I grew up on 10 o'clock games, because the NFC West, when I was a kid, we had to go to Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans, I mean, so, and then St. Louis. So, man, it's all good with the 10 o'clock. I wake up, but it's just, you want to get pumped up, watch some football, tailgate, at the house, and you know what I mean, get ready for your game. So, and especially how big these games are, man, they got to move that time, man. But anyway, we got 10 o'clock against the Ravens. Big game, man. Huge game. But, with the three historic run with the Packers, Ravens, and Saints. Okay. Like I said, no team in the Super Bowl era had to face these three back-to-back-to-back teams with this winning percentage this late in the year. And they were all 8-2. So we got the Ravens. We're one down, two to go. Got the Ravens. So I'm excited, man. But tonight, man, Levi's was rocking, man. I'm just so happy, man. I know I'm blabbering on, man, but I'm just so happy, man. But anyway, it's your boy 49er Tone. You already know what it is, man. Comment, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button for me, man. And also follow me on social media at 49er Tone on Twitter. I'll be posting more tweets on. I just haven't really had a lot of time to mess with it, but I'll go ahead and do that, man. But hit that thumbs up button for me and comment, subscribe, man. Let me know how you feeling. My Niner family, how are you feeling? You already know it's your boy 49er Tone, Niner Empire, third generation 49er faithful. Shout out to all my fam at Levi's tonight that was rocking all the tailgates, man. Y'all know who you are, man. Love y'all. Holla at your boy. 49ers, 10-1.